Casper's number one for New Country, My Country 95.5. I am Doc.
And I am Prairie Wife.
Safe to say Prairie Wife, one of our favorite people in the world, you think?
Absolutely, 120%.
Jamie Purcell, Wyoming Food for Thought Project. Jamie, we are so looking forward to teaming up with you guys this weekend for Birds and Bucks. Definitely going to be different this year thanks to the pandemic, and thanks for 2020 for being you. But am I right in saying that the food need is greater this year than it's ever been?
Yes.
In short.
and there you go, folks.
In all seriousness.
How much do you want me to talk? Yes.
Yeah,
right?
no.
Well, so we were talking a little bit off air, and I'll kind of paraphrase, and Jamie, you tell me if I'm right or not. Because of 2020 being 2020, there's a lot of local organizations that would normally be providing meals for Thanksgiving, providing food that are just not able to do it this year. So the burden now is falling on you, one of the organizations that's still going strong, to provide and fill in those gaps.
Yes, exactly. And, we still have a week to go, and we're having all of our families that we serve sign up, but we're already to over 1,000 people who are reaching out to us to get those birds. So that equates to about 250 families so far. But honestly, that there's a lot more than that I know are coming down the pike, and we don't ever want to say no. And because our community is so very giving, we know that we're always going to be able to help those folks. So it's always a big rally at the end. But that's a challenge as well, because we've had so many volunteers in the past who have just stepped up and given time and money. And this year, again, because it's 2020, nobody has a crystal ball, and if they do, it's full of smoke.
Yeah,
so,
right.
right? We're just doing the best we can with what we have. And so we're really just asking anyone who can give, even a little, even $1, whatever you can give. If you have an extra turkey that somebody gave you, if you're not going to have Thanksgiving and you have a bird in your freezer, or you were going to buy one and you're not, please bring it to us to Ridley's this Saturday for Birds and Bucks. We'll be there from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. out front in front of the East Side Ridley's, the one and only Ridley's now. And we'll have our white Griner Ford powered by Lithia turkey van, and it's going to be an easy contactless donation. You just put your bird or you put your groceries either in the carts with the volunteers or just straight into the van. You don't have to touch anything. You don't have to talk to anyone unless you want to. And if you need to go grocery shopping, our friend Tyler from Ridley's is going to have a big display set up right inside of different things that you can buy, like fix-ins and turkeys that you can buy for the Birds and Bucks as well.
Well, Jamie, you mentioned that you literally have thousands of people in the Casper area that have expressed a food need, right?
Yeah, it's true. And again, Prairie Wife mentioned this, but because of the pandemic and financial crisis and all the things that are the frosting on the cake of 2020, there are just a lot of organizations who traditionally have helped with Thanksgiving that just can't this year. And so we have to step up twice as much, 3 times as much, just to make sure that everyone in our community isn't going to go without.
Now, we talked about making those food donations. You'll accept anything and everything at Ridley's, but they can also go to the My Country mobile app and donate that way. And you mentioned too, grocery store gift cards or Visa gift cards would be a fabulous way, because then you can give those to the families. They can take care of what they need.
1,000%, right? Because we just got a call yesterday from a family who had to go on quarantine. So this grandma has 5 grandkids. The kids usually eat at school. Well, now they're at home with grandma. And I don't know if grandma had to work or not, but if she had to work, she can't go to work now. So they're 14 to 24 days, depending on how their COVID test comes back, without the resources that they're used to. So, that's just another example.
Huge.
And there's countless of those families. In fact, my family is just coming off of quarantine, and we're really fortunate. But we know that there's so many people in the community that are just like hitting a wall, like, okay, now what do we do? So these Thanksgiving baskets are going to amplify that help.
Well, and here's the deal with quarantine. Not everyone can do their job, telecommuting. If you work at Walmart, if you work in retail, you can't telecommute for that job and still get paid. So I love that you're letting people know what Food for Thought does for our community. That's right here in Casper. Doc, do you want to throw out there again the dates and times that they can donate in person at Ridley's?
Yep, it is just a day. It is this Saturday, the 21st, from 7 to 7, like Jamie said. And by the way, we've got the online donation links, as Prairie Wife mentioned, in our app. Well, Jamie, we certainly look forward to seeing you on Saturday, kind of, sort of, in a virtual kind of way. We'll be hanging out with you here on the radio while you guys are collecting the turkeys out at Ridley's. And if anybody needs more information, what's the best way to get in contact with you?
It's, visit us online, call the office, same old-fashioned ways and the new fancy ways, too. So.
Yep, sounds good, Jamie. We'll see
Thank you, Jamie.
See you Saturday, ma'am.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Yep, all the details in the My Country 95.5 mobile app.